Hi, we're Antonia and Richard. Welcome to Ant and Dick's Excellent Adventure.
You get that feeling we're coming up to a border, don't you?
It's just there. See it.
No, you said earlier about
600 metres, continue on to Mexiat, Route 84.
Yes, Sarah. So yeah, you were saying before.
Here we go. It's the Hungarian border, look.
Pay toll. Done that.
Yep.
Me.
Yep, we've paid for the vignette. Some you can do online. Austria's the only one that you have to actually buy in person. Most of them you do online.
There's a sign.
Continue on Mexiat for 4 kilometres.
No! Kebab! Kebab shop! Oh, shut up.
It's actually felt more of a border, isn't it? A bit more, obviously a border.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Hungary. So this is country number 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hungary, here we are. It's just an absolute pleasure to drive.
And the sun's come out.
And the sun's come out, that helps. But there are just no cars on the road. I know it's a Sunday, you know, I accept that. See, it's
Oh no.
on a Sunday. But there's a car, and I can just about see one in the distance.
Yeah.
This is on a main dual carriageway. That's how few cars there are. It's just a pleasure.
And here we are, crossing the Danube for the... I've lost track already. Time.
It's huge, isn't it? It's
Absolutely
just
huge.
Massive.
I'm going to look this way. Taking you to the left. Oh, look at that. Beautiful bridge.
Lovely steelwork.
Lovely steelwork. And again, immaculate.
So this is quite common out east direction here. There's a stork there look, on its nest.
I don't know if you can see.
I believe they fly to Africa during the summer. Winter,
I believe
rather.
so. Yeah, I think so.
And then come back again. They always come back to the same nest.
There he is, and we're in a little town called Zany. And everything's so clean and wonderful.
So there's no cars on the road.
There's no cars.
Did I say that earlier?
Yeah. And this is the thing as well, isn't it? Having your driveway goes over the ditch. Stream.
We like it here.
We do, very much. I think this one, oh, it's having a wing stretch. Must find out more about the storks.
Another one.
There's another one, and that's got young as well. Would be about right. Practicing, wing practicing. Sorry, wing exercises. Ready for the off. Onwards and around the corner.
You know, we like to try out different things, so here we are at Lake Balaton in Hungary, and for the sake of, well, 20 extra euros really, we've decided we'd rent that tonight rather than setting our own tent up. So sleeps 4 technically. Table and chairs and everything. Right down to fridge, microwave, hob, all the cutlery, crockery, everything. €57 for the night instead of 37 to pitch your own tent. Works out about, I think it's about £48. But here's the kicker. Within about 20 paces of the tent, this is what you're looking at. Which is not too shabby at all, to be honest with you. We've certainly camped in worse places. Sun's gone in now, which is a bit unfortunate, but look at that. You can't knock that for a camping spot, can you? Especially if you like boats like I do. Isn't that brilliant? There was of course another reason we chose to hire this tent for the night. We had looked at the forecast. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's hammering down. So here we are in however you pronounce that park, and there's Balaton Lake that we hired the tent overlooking last night. Shall we go and check it out? There, Lake Balaton and its little yacht marina. I'm just going to show you the colour of this water. Isn't that fantastic?
Something else.
The Lake Balaton is in the southwest of Hungary. Oh, don't stand too close to the water with the camera. There's a good dig. It's 48 miles long, or 72 kilometres out here on the continent, and it's said to be full of minerals, which is very good for the local wine growing. Wine growing?
Yes.
Grape growing for wine. I knew what I meant. But isn't that?
Don't mind if we do.
But isn't that absolutely stunning?
So we've got another Hungarian town, and there won't be any of those fabulous roadside stalls with canopies selling as much fruit as you could care to wish for. Oh, I missed that.
Gather, reading the pavement inside
Yeah.
the house.
It was just immaculate. Roses. No, you're right, there won't be one now, will there? Cross. Oh, more weeding. That's a thing, isn't it?
Weeding
As
the
it is,
pavement
yeah,
inside your house.
as it is in BG too.
It is indeed.
Leaving the village. Onwards and around the corner.
Camping at Mako, Hungary, in the Romanian border. We actually stayed here last year, and we're so impressed we came back again. But isn't this brilliant? Look, to get your camper
this.
van through. We're now going under the main
With
road
own separate entrance.
and the railway bridge, look, the railway line.
Same puddle as last year.
Yeah, that was exactly the same pattern as last year. How cool is that? Dog especially, so you can get your motorhome through. And here's the
Look.
entrance.
Look at that. What a wonderful welcome.
Eh? Thing of beauty, isn't it? Mako camping then, as I said, we stayed here last year. It's a favourite of ours, definitely. Would you know, travelling through, would definitely come back again. Right alongside the river Mureș, or at least that's what it looks like. You'll have to excuse any pronunciations. Hungarian, not my speciality, believe it or not. Water looks a bit brown at the moment. It's just been heavy rainfall over the last couple of days. And for a change, we are staying in that bungalow just there. I don't know if you can see that, but there is this wonderful kind of cable car type system which goes from one side of the river to the other. Absolutely no idea what that's about, but it's quite interesting. It's a beautiful sight. I mean, if you're in a tent, which we tented last year here, or a camper van, you can just rock up wherever you want basically, as long as you don't take the mickey, you know, keep out of everybody's way. It's been in the hands of the family Tuff since 1982 and is, I think, somewhat quirky, is the word you would use. And evidently I'm reliably informed by the navigation department that the name of the river is
Maros.
the Maros, not whatever I said.
So this is St Stephen Chapel, which is on the site. And when we came last year, they told us that this was like a family memorial chapel, if you like. But I've just read on the website page to say that it was consecrated last year, so you can actually get married here or have your child christened, or...
Don't you get any ideas, alright? Okay?
Alrighty. Anyway, it's fabulous.
So, as you may have gathered by now, we're in Hungary.
I'm very pleased we are about it.
I'm very pleased we are about it. There is something about crossing that border between Austria and Hungary. So you're now into ex-USSR countries. That's Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, to you youngsters out there that don't remember it, which was disbanded in 1997.
I think so, something like that.
But there's a certain element of stepping back in time that you start to feel, and it becomes more obvious as you move east. So as we go into Romania and Bulgaria, it'll become more and more obvious, and a certain sense of freedom.
But it's slightly rough around the edges. There's a grittiness and a what's the word? Realism. Realism.
Yeah. Yeah, it is slightly gritty. It does feel a bit, ever so slightly edgy.
But immaculate.
But in a pleasant way. There aren't the same rules, regulations, and...
They still have mosquitoes.
But they still have mosquitoes. There aren't the same rules and regulations that you get in Western Europe. It does feel different as you cross that border. Here on my left we have transport in Western Europe, and here to my right we have transport in Eastern Europe. Now you may laugh at that, but as we move into Romania and Bulgaria, you will still see farmers with carts like that being pulled by horse.